preschoolers and grown-up, this is teacher LeAnn. Today our craft is this cute and easy little wreath made of leaves to put either on your front door or maybe a door in the house that uses what's left of the leaves we have on the ground right now. I know the wind's been picking up and winter's sooner than we think, so a lot of these leaves are going to be blowing away soon. So I thought we'd have one last craft where we actually used our leaves to make a pretty decoration for the house. So for this craft, all you're going to need is this paper plate that's going to come in your education packet this week. If ever you want to do this again, all I did for this paper plate was I traced a circle around, this is the front, right? Around the back, just so I knew where I'm going to be cutting eventually. I have the little snip line here because I'm going to use that to go in my plate. And then I also punched a little hole because that's how we're going to hang our wreath. You'll also need about 15 to 20 leaves, so I go outside and try to find a handful of leaves of different colors. I've got yellow one, green one, some red ones, just a handful of different leaves. And I make sure when you're looking for leaves not to get ones that are too crunchy. I brought this one in to show you. Eventually you're going to take these leaves and you're going to stick them, glue them to your plate. So if it's too crunchy, it's just going to fall apart. So I would get leaves that are still a little bit bendy, right? Still flexible. They might have fallen off the tree in the last day or two, so they're not too crunchy so that they don't fall apart. You'll also need a glue stick and some scissors, and then a little piece of string that'll also come in your ed packet this week, just so you have something to hang your leaf with, or your wreath with. So I'll move this here. Hopefully it doesn't fall on top of me, and let's get started making your wreath. So you're gonna start with your plate and your scissors. Well, first you'll collect your leaves. So go outside and grab some leaves. I found that when I brought mine in, I actually had some bugs on mine, so you might wanna let them sit maybe in the sink for a minute or two so you don't have bugs walking around. That was a little bit scary. But after you have your leaves, you're back inside from the chilly autumn day, you'll grab your plate. I'm gonna turn it to this side so you can see. Grab your scissors. Start by cutting along that line there, and then all you'll do is just trace around the line that I've drawn on your paper plate. Just around there. All the way around. Perfect. So then it should look something like this. What you'll want to do next, take your glue stick, add just the tiniest bit of glue to this edge right here. So just add some glue right here, and then stick these together. That way you have a circle again. So stick them, I count to 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, use your fingers to pinch those together, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That way it's one continuous, complete circle. So now we have that ready. I'll hang it on my little board so you can see what I'm doing. Next, you'll grab one of your leaves. So I'm gonna choose this pretty red one. I don't wanna keep the stem on mine. If you want to, you can. I'm gonna cut my stem off, just like that. I'm gonna add some glue to my plate. Take my leaf and press it down and count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should stick just like that. A couple of my leaves were also a little bit damp because it's been raining a lot, so you might want to also leave the leaves out just so they can dry for a second or so, otherwise they might just fall off as soon as you glue them. So I will go back to my pile of leaves and pick this pretty yellow and green maple leaf. I'll cut off the stem, and then just like with my other leaf, I'm going to add some glue here. And then press that down for 5 seconds. So you can put leaves under each other or over each other, it's really up to you. I'll put this one over my red leaf and count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So I'm going to keep doing this until my whole wreath is filled full of leaves. So I will grab this nice yellow and brown kind of speckled one. Snip off that stem and add it. I'm gonna go underneath my maple leaf. I really like this leaf, so I wanna show that one off a lot. So I'll add some glue right underneath here. And then count with me to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should be nice and tight on there. All right, so I might need to move my plate a little bit, right, as I keep gluing. So I'm gonna scooch it over like this so I have some more workspace. And I'll keep going on that bottom part there. Let's see, next I'll pick, I've got this nice green one with kind of jagged edges. Let's do that one next. I'll snip off the bottom here, add that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you want to make sure you're actually pressing on the leaf so it sticks. All right. I've got that nice big leaf here. It's a little bit ripped, but that's okay. When I had planned this earlier in the week, I didn't realize that the landscapers of my apartment complex come on Mondays, so they blew all the leaves away this week. So I had to really hunt for some. I hope that when you go to find leaves, you don't have to look quite as hard as I did, but I should have gone out, I guess, before they came on Monday and got my leaves all picked out. So add this underneath here. This one might need a lot of glue, right? The bigger leaves with the more veins on the back might need more glue. So let me add a little more glue here. And I'll count to 5 again. Maybe this time I'll count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feels pretty secure. This one actually is kind of coming off, I think, because my clip went right there. So I'll have to push it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's finish our wreath. I've got another one here that has almost a perfect circle that I think a caterpillar chewed out, so I'm going to add that next. I snipped the little stem off. I'll add some glue right over here. Oops. My easel's not really cooperating. There we go. Push that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take that off here. It'll be a little bit easier for you guys because you'll be working on your table, but I want to make sure you can see mine. So how about I glue it the best I can in the air. I'll add some more glue here. And it's okay if I go over my hole punch because the leaf won't be glued down all the way to it. So I've got my glue here. I'm going to add this yellow maple leaf that I have. Snip off the stem. Boop. And then add that to my wreath. Count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love this because every one that I do turns out so different, even though all the trees that I picked these from or that I gathered them around were the same, right? I didn't go anywhere to get my leaves. I just went outside of my apartment and I managed to get tons of different leaves from all these trees that make such pretty wreaths. So I'm going to take another jagged yellow and green one, snip off that stem, and then add it to my wreath again. I've added some more glue while I was telling you about my different leaves, and I'll count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like I have space for maybe one more medium-sized leaf. So I've got this one that would work, and I've got that one that would work. Look at the rest of my wreath. It kind of went more yellowy. So I'm going to add this brownish red one, so it's a little bit of a different color. So I'm going to snip off my stem, add a little more glue here, a little more glue, and then add my last leaf. So count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I think I have my paper plate pretty much covered. Now I'm going to turn it over and find my little hole. It's right there. I'll take the thread. You'll either get string like this or some orange yarn that I have that I'm going to send home in the education packet. So you'll thread this through the hole, just like so. And then a grown-up can help you tie a knot, just like that. So then it'll hang just like that on your door. It's a nice pretty way to kind of decorate the house, not using really anything that you don't have at home already. So that today was our leaf wreath. Kind of tricky to say that over and over again. I hope that you thought that was a cute idea and that I will see these hopefully in our Zoom classes next week. I can't wait to see what your wreaths look like, preschoolers, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.